Office of America, Brad Chance, joins us live this morning. Good morning to you, Brad.
Good morning, guys. How's Manhattan this morning?
It is fantastic. Nice. We just had Bloody Marys, so...
yeah, I noticed that. I'm a little jealous.
Made, that's right. Demonstrated. All right, Allison and I got in a heated debate about this earlier in the week because you say if folks are healthy, they should pay less. If folks eat a healthier diet, they should pay less than folks who don't eat a healthy diet. Is that correct?
You have to be proactive about your health care. We have to start with the basis that we have the best health care system in the world, and if you as an individual aren't going to take care of yourself, no one else can. And you have to do it for yourself from the beginning.
And that makes perfect sense, Brad. But in terms of people engaging in riskier health practices, what sorts of things are those, and who would decide what's a healthy and unhealthy diet?
That has to go back to your physician, and that has to be a patient relationship with the physician.
So,
if you don't go from there, if you don't follow your doctor's orders, how can you actually expect to have good health care?
Okay, there's a couple of problems with this, I guess, but one is if we acknowledge that we're going to pay more for insurance if we eat unhealthy, if we smoke, and if we're high risk, why would anyone acknowledge that they smoke, that they eat unhealthy, or that they have risky behaviors?
Well, you'd be misstating the material fact, and then your coverage could be void. I mean, you have to be, when you engage into a contract, you have to be honest about what you're doing. And if an insurer doesn't do that, they would be, they could be held liable for it. That's their responsibility. You have to be honest and open up front on what your activities are.
Sure, just like in life insurance, you have to be honest and tell people if you go parachuting or if you smoke. See, Brad, I like this idea because for those of us who don't smoke, why should we have to foot the higher bill covering people who make the decision to smoke?
You're exactly right, Allison. That's exactly what we're talking about here, is those people who aren't engaged in being proactive about their health should not expect those of us who are engaged in being proactive about our health to foot the bill for them.
We can all acknowledge, Brad, that a fair amount of people get throat cancer, lung cancer that have never picked up a cigarette in their entire life. Many thousands in this country. So who's to determine if you picking up a cigarette is the reason that you got cancer? What about those folks that just have chronic illnesses, that just have, for lack of a better term, really bad luck, really bad health?
That's unfortunate. If you're with a hereditary disease or something like that, you need to take all proactive steps in conjunction with your physician to take care of those problems. And as long as you're doing those things, you'll be able to show that with your physician you're being proactive about your health. If you're not being proactive about your health, you then would need to go ahead and pay a higher premium.
But Brad, Dave does raise a good question. What if it's proven that you, say, carry the breast cancer gene? And it's more likely that you will develop it than your neighbor. Should you pay a higher premium?
As long as I'm proactive about all steps to prohibit myself from actually incurring the disease. As long as if I carry the gene, that's one thing, but if I have the disease, that's another. As long as I'm being proactive and trying to prevent that care, taking preventative measures. You can't prevent every auto accident. You can't prevent every speeding ticket. Okay? But what you can do is be proactive about that and take a good self-wellness. It's your own health and wellness. You have to take your own approach to it. You can't just have someone else say, do this.
It sounds entirely subjective, with that, which I think could cause a bit of a problem. But one reason I do agree with this is I think it would help if people could shop across state lines in a marketplace of sorts, like they do with car insurance. Do you think that would help bring down premiums, I assume?
Absolutely. Anytime you create competition in the marketplace, you're going to lower rates. That's the bottom line in anything, be it media, be it making widgets, be it healthcare, be it anything that you can be involved in.
Why won't they allow that?
Insurance is regulated by 50 different states. There's no federal regulation of insurance. And until you allow that.
Sorry to interrupt, Brad. We're out of time, but Brad Chance is the Vice President of Insurance Office of America. Brad, thanks for coming on and introducing this concept to us that we hadn't considered before. It's certainly open for debate. I'll put it on the blog, too. Thanks, Brad.
Thank you very much.
And we'll debate this later. I'm not done with you. This is a Fox News Alert.